Good afternoon. Here is the national news from our studio BGI TV, Baba Agbagede Imo TV. First are the major headlines for the national news. I am yours faithfully, Morire Rabila Lawal. Use our available platforms to effectively decimate the adversary, COAS tells troops. Court orders DSS to allow Nnamdi Kanu maximum comfort, practice his faith in detention. Pastor kidnaps Catholic priest, begs God for forgiveness. Ogun sentences 124 offenders for defecating in public. Now in details. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahya, has charged troops of 33 Artillery Brigade to make effective use of available platforms to decimate the territories in theater of operations. The COAS gave the charge Wednesday while addressing troops of 33 Brigade and Headquarter Nigerian Army Armored Corps and at Shadanwaka and Obienu Barracks respectively. General Yaya expressed satisfaction with the efforts of the brigade in repairing and maintaining available combat platform, emphasizing the need to put them to good use for the success of ongoing operations. The Army Chief assured the troops of improved logistics and welfare to boost their morale and improve upon their state of operational readiness to enable them to accomplish all assigned tasks in line with his vision. General Yahya urged the graduating students to apply the knowledge gained to improve their performance in ongoing operations in the theater. Speaking at the palace of the Emir of Bauchi, His Royal Highness Al-Adi Dr. Ridwan Suleiman Adamu, the COAS expressed appreciation to the monarch for his support to the NA and other security agencies operating in his domain. The Federal High Court, sitting in Abuja, has ordered the Department of State Services, DSS, to allow the leader of the proscribed IPOD group, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to have maximum possible comfort while in their custody. The trial judge, Justice Binta Inyako, who gave the order on Thursday, also ordered the DSS to allow Nnamdi Kanu to have a change of clothes, give him medical attention, and allow him to practice his faith. Justice Inyako said the matter for the day was for abridgment of time. The judge also brought further hearing of the case forward by a day, January 18, 2022, from the initial date of January 19. For a hearing of pending applications, which includes the jurisdiction of the court and competence of the charge. The shift in the trial date follows the abridgment of time granted by the judge after a plea to that effect. Following the insistence, Justice Inyako agreed to shift other cases slated for January 18 to accommodate the trial, which will last till January 19 and 20th. Kanu's trial was aired on Thursday in his absence. One of his lawyers, Aloy Ejimako, told journalists that part of the things that will be aired in the application for his bail, among others. The lawyer also said it is not mandatory that Nnamdi Kanu be in court for the hearing.
The proceedings was actually truncated by the circumstance I may not wish to delve into now. And afterwards, the matter was adjourned to January 19 and 20. So, in view of the enabling laws, particularly ICJA and Federal High Court Practice Direction, which require the hearing of application, the trial of this case of this nature, day to day, we filed an application for the time within which to hear this application, this matter, to be abridged. So that application was filed and served on the respondent, which is the federal government, and it was adjourned today. It was set today for hearing. So, and the court had it today, consequently granted the application for abridgment of time. Though the court took us through its tight schedule, the diary, and obviously it's apparent that the court may not be able to accommodate this date because the Federal High Court is going on vacation on 14th of this month. So, and other engagement, the official engagement, this lordship we have. So, now adjourn it to 18th of January to hear the application challenging the decision of the court to defend the charge, because that application is very fundamental. Fundamental in the sense that if it is ruled in our favor, that will bring to an end this charge, and is rooted on strong laws, facts, and argument in law on laws. Because we are of the view, firm view in law, that the 7-count charge, the charge filed against our client, defendant, is not only watery but empty and a worthless weapon. So, and we effectively challenge it, and we are of the firm view and believing strongly in law that that application will be found meritorious when it is heard. However, you are familiar with the fact that we raised concerns few days ago, me and my colleague raised concerns few days ago through our press statement about his condition in DSS, how he's been subjected to solitary confinement, how his medical experts are not allowed to see him, how the court orders are being flouted with levity by the SSS officials, the authority. So we raised those concerns, and courts made several orders today. First of all, that his place of detention should be changed. Two, that the DSS should allow his medical expert to visit him, and they should comply with orders of the court, and also provide him with good food, and also allow persons of his choice to also visit him and allow him to practice his faith, because before now he hasn't been allowed to practice his faith. So the court made order today to allow him to practice his faith today, and also give him good food. So these are among the fundamental orders court made today, and they are rolling out those orders today. And of course, we are in court. The court said in the event the detaining authority, the DSS, who has been in the practice of disobeying and violating court orders, flout the order made by the court today, we should come back to court anytime when that is done. So, and we believe strongly that this time around they will comply with court order. So, in the days past, we have had cause to come before this court to file contempt proceedings against the DGSSS following their flagrant disobedience to court orders. And those applications haven't been heard. And we have also incorporated the facts of the manner in which they are flouting these court orders, and itemize the orders of the court who they flouted. So those applications are still before the court will inform the court. The court made order to say, if in the event they proceed to flout any of these orders, the court handed down today, that we should come back to court. And we believe that they will obey court orders made today. We believe strongly, most strongly. So we are coming back on January 18th for the hearing of the application, challenging the decision of the court on 18th of January. Thank you so much.
No, we're not too pleased. We walked away with something, but that's not really what.
The operatives of the Imo State Police Command have arrested one pastor, Izochukwu Anoloba, 35, and others for kidnapping a Catholic priest, Father Fidelis Ekemba. Parading the suspect and others, the State Commissioner of Police, Rabiu Hussaini, said that the suspect held the priest for over 7 days and made him to pay a ransom of 5 million naira to them. The CP, who disclosed that the syndicate was a deadly one, disclosed that the pastor was arrested in Lagos following intelligence gathering by men of the anti-kidnapping units of the command. Speaking to journalists, Anoloba said that he got 1.5 million naira from the ransom the priest paid them. He included that he regrets his actions because he is a disgrace to the body of Christ and his family. You are watching the national news from BGI TV. More to come is the one coming from Ogun State. The Ogun State government has arrested 124 open defecation offenders for contravening the state's environmental and health laws. The task force arrested the suspects in different locations across the state. 82 of them were from Mowe Ibafo in the Obafe Owode local government area of the state. The special advisor to the governor on environment and chief executive officer of the Ogun State Waste Management Authority, Ola Oresoya, said all the offenders were sentenced to community service. The information officer in the Ministry of Environment, Rotimi Oduni, in a statement on Thursday, quoted Oresoya as saying the offenders were apprehended as part of efforts to stop open defecation and maintain the environmental safety of residents. He urged citizens to visit public toilets provided by state government instead of engaging in such an ignominious practice. That was the national news from BGI TV, but before we go, a quick retake of the headlines once again. Use our valuable platforms to effectively decimate the adversary. Coast tells troops. Court orders DSS to allow Nnamdi Kanu maximum comfort, practice his faith in detention. Pastor kidnapped Catholic priest begs God for forgiveness. And lastly, as report to you, Ogun sentences 124 offenders for defecating in public. You can hook up through social media handles such as YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. On YouTube, our handle is Babagbagide Imo TV. Kindly subscribe on the handle and click on the notification bell for updates of our broadcast. On Facebook, Bagide Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page as well. On Instagram, Bagide Imo _22. For advertisement of your goods and services and products, coverage of event and function, the phone number to call is 070-3822-6160. Thank you for watching. It's a beautiful Friday afternoon here in the city of Abeokuta, and we all wish all Muslim faithfuls Jumat Mufida, and thank God it's Friday to all Christians, brothers and sisters as well. I am yours faithfully, Morire Rabbi Lawal.